For our 11.1 notes, we are going to be learning about the coordinate plane and graphing ordered pairs on that coordinate plane. So a coordinate plane is this here that you can see. This is an example of a coordinate plane. And what a coordinate plane is made up of, two intersecting, right? So an intersection goes through each other. Two intersecting, let me shorten that up, two intersecting number lines. So we have two number lines, one goes horizontal, one goes vertical, and when they intersect, we get these four sections called the coordinate plane. Then on the coordinate plane, we can put different points on there, and those are called ordered pairs. So an ordered pair is two numbers in the form, we do x, then y. So you'll see it x, then y, and you'll usually see it in these parentheses to kind of show this is an ordered pair. This number, then this number. And so it's two numbers in the form x, y. And that helps us locate where it's going to be. So let's take a look here at our coordinate plane, and let's look at some different things we need to know about it. So this horizontal line is called the x-axis. So this x-axis goes across, and it's going to be the first one we always use. We always have to go over first. We always do the x number first. We read it first. We use it first, and it always goes over. Then this axis going up and down, the vertical one is called the y-axis. We use it second. So we always go over, then we go up or down. And this right here, 0, 0, right in the center, is called the origin, right? It's where it originates from. You always have to start at the origin, 0, 0. Then you're going to move over, then up or down. So as we look at this coordinate plane, it has four different sections. These are called quadrants. Quad means four. So each of these is a quadrant. So we always start over in this top right corner here. And this is called quadrant 1. So we'll just shorten it up and call it quadrant 1. And to get to quadrant 1, you're always going to use a positive, and then you go up, which is also positive. So we're going to the right, which is positive, and up, which is positive. So quadrant 1 is always made up of positive numbers. And then we're going to go around counterclockwise. So we're going around this way. We get quadrant 2, and we usually use Roman numerals for this. So it's going to look like this often, quadrant 2. So quadrant 2, we have to go to the left, which is negative, and then we go up, which is positive. So it's made up of a negative, then a positive number. So we keep going down. Now we get to quadrant, whoops, that was not an A. We get to quadrant 3, and it's just made up of three lines, 1, 2, 3. To get to that, we go negative, and then we go down, which is also negative. So quadrant 3 is made up of negative numbers. And then we have our last one, you guessed it, is quadrant 4. So that is made up of an I and then a V. V means 5, 1 less than 5. I know, weird. So, right, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And to get to quadrant 4, we go positive to the right, and then we go down into the negative. So positive, negative. So you can see they're all a little bit different depending on which way you have to go. So let's look at our ordered pairs a little closer. So remember, it always goes x first. We always go over. Then we have y that goes up and down. So the x coordinate always tells us to go over. So whether it's positive or negative, we're going over. If it's positive, we go to the right. If it's negative, we go to the left. So once we find how far over we need to go, then the y coordinate tells you either to go up if it's positive or down if it is negative. So the y tells you to go up and down, but you have to do that second. So I always think of it like an elevator at my hotel room. I leave my hotel room and I can't just like jump and be at my elevator, right? It's not how elevators work. I have to walk across the hallway to my elevator. So first I have to walk over to the elevator. I get to the elevator, then the elevator can take me up and down, but you have to get to the elevator first by walking over to it. Then the elevator will take you up and down. So that's how I always remember it: over, then up and down first. So let's do a little practice here. So we're going to graph A here. So A is so we're starting at our origin at 0, 0. So A is -2, so we have to go over 1, 2, right? We're at -2. Then it tells me to go +5, so we're at -2. So now I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put my dot right where they crisscross. And then I'm going to label it A. Okay, so now let's try B. So this is quadrant 2. So A, so how about instead of that check mark, let's write what quadrant it's in. So this is in quadrant 2. A is in 2. Okay, let's find where B is. So B goes +3. So we started from 0, 0, +3, and then -5. So we have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right on that intersection there, there's B. And it was positive, negative. So we start here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is in quadrant 4. Then we have C is over 5, positive, up, +3. So starting from our origin, 0, 0, over 5. Then we're going up 1, 2, 3. Put my point, my dot there, and we're labeling it C. And this is in the first quadrant. Quadrant 1 is positive, positive. And our last one, we have -3, -2. So we're going over 1, 2, 3, and then down +2, 1, 2. Right there is D, and that's in quadrant 1, 2, 3. So when we're counting the quadrants, right, we start in the right corner, the positive, positive, and we go around backwards there. So this is quadrant 3. Okay, so just biggest thing to remember, always the first number, the X, tells you to go over, positive or negative, and then you can go up and down.